Shalom HDU, it's your first commander, Saf Solomon, reporting. Alright Israelites, today we're going to talk about that anti-warrior spirit that I got to beat up out of you. First of all, I hear a lot of chitter chatter whenever I'm posting. You know, I'm the former atheist, previous military guy who's only been in the truth for 2 years. So there's a certain aspect of this I just don't have right, and I totally understand that, and I completely respect you guys on that, okay? Like, just to keep it clear. But there's a certain aspect of this that we must respect, that the Most High brings us all through our experience for a reason. So the second that I came into the truth, a lot of this stuff was just already just easy knowledge for me. Now, your anti-warrior spirit guy, right? What is he quoting? Our weapons of war, not carnal. You guys spit it out so much and misuse it so much. The truth is, the Most High don't want us doing nothing that's not in His intention. When He said that He's giving you some land, you are to go take that land, and you are to go do what He told you to do. Because when you go do what He told you to do, that's going to work out. Now, there's instances where He'll make it clear, like, hey, don't do that because I'm not with you on that. Like, hey, I gave them that possession. Like, that's what I said was happening with them. I didn't tell that to you, so you have no business even talking about that right here. So that is a real thing, too. But let's get into the scriptures. Deuteronomy 2:19. And when thou comest nigh over against the children of Ammon, distress them not, nor meddle with them. For I will not give thee of the land of the children of Ammon any possession, because I have given it unto the children of Lot for a possession. So Ammon is one of the children of Lot. So for a little pretext on that, when he says the children of Lot, he's really saying that Ammon, Moab, this is theirs. That's Asia. That's actually Asia, just to be clear on that. All right? He's basically explaining the get down on how he does this. He assigns plots of land to different people. He's saying, like, look, like, you can't have none of these, but them over there, that right there, yeah, I'll totally let you get that. So that's how he does this. And he gave us a land. It's called Israel, and there's other people living in it, and we're just tolerating this situation. The first thing I want to talk about here in your anti-warrior spirit is the fact that you guys can't accept order in any kind of form or fashion, right? Now I kind of understand that there's a certain aspect of this I understand, right? If your camp has a 501c3, I don't want you attaching anything of what I have to say about this to you. You guys are low-key traitors. You deal with enemy nations and, not even, I don't want to say enemy nation, let's say adversarial nations. You know what I mean? I guess that's more the proper word to use here on the world stage. That's how we're supposed to talk in this modern world, right? So, here's the thing. You guys don't want to accept no form of leadership as far as from your camps. Your camps, then, like, it's kind of, I understand it's kind of an irritating position, or it seems like it must be. Because, it's like, it gets complicated because nobody's perfect here, okay? Right? So I want you guys to consider that the American Congress has hundreds of people sitting in it, and they all represent slightly different things. But that is why they are there, right? If you had everybody with the exact same brain, because the Most High don't think like any one of us, you know what I mean? The best we can do is try and get together and boil together what he's talking about. But look, so here's the thing. Whether we agree or we don't agree with the camps, whatever, this is the situation. We have an infrastructure that we can then use, okay? So we have multiple camps sitting there similar to a Congress, all right? Now what we need here is the rest of the structure. This is where the HDU comes in. Deuteronomy 1:15. So I took the chiefs of your tribes, wise men and known, and made them heads over you, captains over thousands, and captains over hundreds, and captains over 50s, and captains over 10s, and officers among your tribes. So this is actually a military structure. This is a chain of command. This is how that works. If you look at any military today, if you look at any modern military, you look at any old military, you didn't just have a free-for-all of just people just, oh, well, I think this and I feel this way, and oh, well, I think that Yahushua gonna get you, or no, he's on my side, or oh no, there ain't no Yahushua, or oh, Yahushua is Jesus and Jesus is Yahushua. Like you out of your mind. And that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing on a world stage. And actually, we're going to do a lot more talking about the chain of command, the order, in how that actually goes, who reports to who, because also I do want you guys to remember we are somewhat of a decentralized structure, to where, yeah, you have me as a first commander, but if all the lights go out, you're not getting in contact with me easily. So all of this has to be done to where it's all very much focused on the local level. You guys are the HDU. Oftentimes when I talk to you guys and I try and then give you guys training, or I will speak to you, not so much HDU guys, not our guys who've been around for like 2 years. When I speak to the new guys, or just the random people I speak to on Twitter, Facebook, whatever, you guys will come with this, oh, so do you think you could beat a nuclear bomb? What? It gets insane. That has nothing to do with the conversation. So here's the thing. The Afghanistan guys, all of the Middle East, like, they've been giving the United States a hard time for a long time, and that's because so much boils down to small arms, meaning these AK-47s. Even RPGs and things like that, we don't really have so much of that. We have other things, though. We just don't tend to look around and look at what we got. We don't really count our blessings. We count our drawbacks. We count things, we count our curses. So that's really the problem. Again, it is important to be able to show force as a nation. You do not get anywhere on a world stage thinking that you're going to walk around being the world's teddy bear and things are just going to work out just fine and people ain't going to want to come in and enslave us or do some crazy shit to us. Like, really, Deuteronomy 2:25, this day I will begin to put the dread of thee and the fear of thee upon the nations that are under the whole heaven, who shall hear report of thee, and shall tremble, and be in anguish because of thee. This is what the nations do when they show off their latest technologies, when they show off their giant droves of nuclear equipment and all that stuff. But you want to sit here and be shook because every other nation does what it's supposed to do, and you won't. That's what the problem is. Do what you're supposed to do as a nation, not as a church, and maybe something will work out. Down to 20. That also was accounted a land of giants. Giants dwelt therein in the old times, and the Ammonites called them Okay. A people, 21. A people great and many and tall as the Anakims. But the Lord destroyed them before them, and they succeeded them, and dwelt there in their stead, or instead, as he did to the children of Esau, which dwelt in Seir, when he destroyed the Horims from before them, and they succeeded them, and dwelt in their stead, or in their instead, even into this day. So, as we look at this, there's no reason to sit up here and be so nervous here about at least showing force as a nation. And then if you're going to show force as a nation, that means you have to be a nation and have a structure. If you're going to have a structure, this means you actually have to respect the people, the men who are known among you, as it says, wise men and known among you. You got to follow directions or this isn't going to work out. Let's get down here to 30. It says, but Sihon, king of Heshbon, would not let us pass by him, for the Lord thy God hardened his spirit and made his heart obstinate, that he might deliver him into thy hand, as appeareth this day. And the Lord said unto me, behold, I have begun to give Sihon and his land before thee. Begin to possess, that thou mayest inherit his land. So he's giving the command to, yes, go ahead and just do it. Are there any negotiations? No. Are there any of these things, any of this? Oh, no, but yeah, like war isn't the first answer, and all these little excuses you make in my mentions and in my comments and no. That's not what he said. 32. Then Sihon came out against us, he and all his people, to fight at Jahaz. And the Lord our God delivered him before us, and we smote him and his sons and all his people. Does it sound like a fluffy teddy bear type of Most High to you? And we took all his cities at that time and utterly destroyed the men and the women and the little ones of every city. We left none to remain. Deuteronomy chapter 3:1. And we turned and went up the way to Bashan, and Og, the king of Bashan, came out against us, he and all his people, to battle at Edrei. And the Lord said unto me, fear him not, for I will deliver him and all his people and his land into thy hand. And thou shalt do unto him as thou didst to Sihon, the king of the Amorites, which dwelt at Heshbon. So the Lord our God delivered into our hands Og also, the king of Bashan, and all of his people, and we smote him until none was left to him remaining. And we took all his cities at that time, and there was not a city which we took not from them. 60 cities, that's 60 cities. All the region of Argob, the kingdom of Og in Bashan. All of these cities were fenced with high walls, gates and bars, beside unwalled towns, a great many. You see, so we've already faced incredible odds, and back then in those times, when you look at the technological difference, the high walls and the big dudes and it's the same level of fear that you guys have now. It's just that, like now we actually have weapons that compete on the same level, that people are so much bigger and badder and all this stuff. Everything you're scared of, it's all the same situation. Now, here's a part in Numbers, okay? We're over here in Numbers 2, okay? We always see that this is where that we judge an Israelite off of the seed of his father, but what does that very next scripture say? Let's read it here. It says, take ye the sum of all the congregation of the children of Israel, like all of y'all, after their families, like after your relatives, like that, by the house of their fathers, with the number of their names, by every male by their polls, from 20 years old and upward, all that are able to go forth to war in Israel, thou and Aaron shall number them by their armies. I think our new spirit, like this way that you guys have become, I really do feel that this has to do with, people being buck broken. What can I say? Like, that's basically it. Like, you've been turned into a coward. You've been dominated to such a point that you'll say just about anything. You'll even use the book of scriptures, which says that we are to do the opposite of what you say. Now, I'm not out here advocating for anything. It says if you can live at peace, then live at peace. That is said in here as well. But I think that we need to take a little bit more of a forceful stance about our people. I think we need to get a little more serious about defending ours. I don't think we need to be shy about that. I think we need to form up, have an actual infrastructure, a chain of command, and do this correctly. I don't really like the way that we've approached most of this. I do believe that turning all of this into the church as it is today was part of the plot to take away any show of force that you would have coming out of our people. Now, you guys get to start your teams all over the world. You get to just take the information that I give you. If you get a package called the HDU resources, that is your qualification to call yourself a second lieutenant and begin building a team. All right? Other than that, you could say you're a part of this, you're with us, but you're just a warrior with us. That's your rank, warrior. That's it, From there, we'll work on some things with you. But contact me at I am Sav Solo on Twitter. Also on Instagram. If you don't have a Twitter, you can go on Instagram. I am Sav Solo. Follow me there. Hebrew Defense Unit, also on Instagram. You can follow me there. All right. I also want to get you guys started. We have another department called the Infrastructures Department. Part of that is digital infrastructures, okay? We have our own blockchain now and our own cryptocurrency. It's called the Ruach Unchained Network. That is the blockchain, with the Ruach coin being the actual cryptocurrency. All right, so that's being worked on. That's going to be, that's going to be something we really talk more about. For now, I'm going to leave my Harmony 1 address right there in the description, as well as my Dogecoin address right there in the description. So that means you can actually donate to the HDU, and you can donate to myself as a content creator. It helps me keep this thing actually pumping out to you. You know what I mean? I want to be able to dedicate my time to this, and I'm absolutely trying to avoid going back to work within ESOW structures. Within these, I would like to build something for us. You know what I mean? I would like to, yeah, and that's where this Ruach Unchained, that's where that came from. The Kingdom Coin is a BEP20 token that we already have live on the Binance Smart Chain Network. So that's another one. So I actually established these two things. One to be a token, one to be an actual coin, an infrastructure, all of that. One of the goals is to integrate the Kingdom Coin into the Ruach network, and that way we have our own secured standalone network. But for now, if you need to donate, Harmony 1 and Dogecoin. So the reason I chose these two are, well, Harmony 1 is probably one of the best coins in the world at this point, if you ask me. Other than XRP, get you some XRP, but don't donate your XRP. Hold on to your XRP, okay? If you can get you some XRP, hold on to that XRP. But if you're gonna donate to the HDU, go ahead and send that to the Harmony 1 address down there, or the Dogecoin address, because Harmony 1 is on Crypto.com, Dogecoin is on Coinbase. So this is just making it easy access. You can go ahead and just do that. But here's the thing. I want to get us away from Cash App as far as HDU, and really as far as Israel. We ain't got no excuse to be using no Cash Apps. No, just nah. Let's free this. Let's free our finances away from Esau and his systems and get on some decentralized networks. Anybody who's looked into cryptocurrency and looked into blockchain extensively, you guys probably understand why I'm saying this a lot. Let's go ahead and get started on that way. Let's do that. But all right, I want to thank you guys for watching, and check out the other videos on the channel. Make sure you like, subscribe, do all of that. Shoot donations to the address in the description, and thank you for watching.